Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, giving all the praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rekah HaKadosh, double honors to the apostles, elders, the great millstone, will. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. This is the brother Yeshaya, part of Men of Valor, South Carolina. In transit, on the way to camp. And just wanted to share a quick story, which made me think of what's going on, man. As far as young men growing up in this society, man, it's a hard thing to grow up in this society, man. At this day and age, like growing up, in the 90s and the early 2000s was, it was still hard, but it was better than this. If you are between the ages of 18, let's say 18 to 26, 27, man, it's hard out here for you, man. Just because of how everything is set up and how the Lord, has everything, man. But just to get into the story, man, real fast, I was at the bank. I had to, get another debit card or whatnot. And I was talking to the teller woman. She sent me to, get my card printed. And I seen a Jake in there that looked like he don't belong to that bank. He had tattoos and stuff, And I was like, damn. And I was just thinking in my head when I was talking to the lady, teller, I was gonna make a joke, like, oh, are y'all hiring? Well, I know y'all not gonna hire me because I got these wicked ass tattoos and whatnot. But man, long story short, Jake, the young Jake, he took me to where I needed to go to get my card printed out, and we were talking. He was talking my ear off, man. I stayed there about 30 minutes longer, maybe 20 minutes longer than I should have been, But he was just talking about life and talking about women and talking about things like that. And he was just picking my brain, and I was just thinking, man, it's hard, especially in this day and age. You got the internet booming, Instagram and everything like that. It's hard out here for young men, man, coming into their own and trying to find a wife or whatnot, the dating scene or whatever, man. And he was just talking to me and asking me questions, and then it just made me reflect, and I was like, this is surely, hey, this to turn the things upside down, man. All right. A woman shall surpass a man, because right now, man, that feminism movement and women pretty much run shit in this society, man. He was talking about marriage. We were talking about marriage, and this is not a shot to brothers that are on paper, but I was just telling him, like, man, I'm not on paper, man, but my wife understands that we married. We got we're so-called common law, but it's through the Bible, because we know what marriage is through the Bible. But man, I was talking with this Jake, and he was so confused, man. But it's Esau's fault. Okay, you got you put the women on the pedestal, you put the women up there. Okay, hey, this damn Stockton them alone, man. Esau and a nigga woman, like Elder Yashawama says, man. But man, it's so crazy how people are just like, and and I especially feel sorry for the younger men, man, because y'all gotta grow up where, they got a thing. I don't even want to say it, but basically, women that are not, men that call themselves women, man. You got that on the I ain't even gonna say rise, the forefront. you know, because, man, I don't know why this camera's so close. But yeah, you got and when I was growing up, because I'm a fairly young man myself, you know, I'm in my early 30s, you know, 33. It is such a culture change, and it's such a difference from like 2000, like the early 2000s until now. Like, it really is, man. I can honestly say that. And it's crazy that I can say that. But that's how you know that these times are speeding up and the Lord is his return is imminent. But just to go back to my point, man, it's hard for Jake that's growing up. You know, you're a young man from the age of we know that as per the Bible, you know, a 12 years old is when you approach your manhood, when you reach your manhood. But I'm just saying, you know, for argument's sake or whatnot, 18 to 26, 27, like a young man that's ready to marry, you know, provide for their family or whatnot. Man, that's not it, man. This is a terrible, filthy, disgusting, horrible place to you know, not only raise kids, but to, you know, find a woman, man, because most of these women are polluted. You got man, and all they do is seek attention, especially like these young women from, like, you know, from the same age group, 18 to like 20 something. Man, early 20s, these women, they're all about attention, and especially if they look decent. Man, they're not hurting for Rod. Let's just say it like that. They're not hurting for no Rod. Man, yeah, like I was telling the young brother, man, women that have 8 different men in their phone, but then have them for different reasons. Have them labeled as food, a dude that just comes through and buys them food, you know, other stuff like that, man. And I'm like, man, it wasn't like that, man, because when I was growing up, it wasn't that much of social media. It was a MySpace. And Facebook came on the scene, you know what I'm saying, a little later. But now you got Instagram, you got TikTok, you got basically women that are making a living off of being on the internet. It wasn't like that not too long ago. I keep saying it like, you know, I'm sounding like I'm an old man, but man, hey, it wasn't like that, you know, in my day. It wasn't no MySpace models or Facebook models. It wasn't until you got to Instagram and all these other different, you know, platforms that women are really, and TikTok and stuff like that, women are really making a living, a substantial amount of money, OnlyFans and all that, off of just showing their bodies and getting attention pretty much, man. People are paying these women to give the women attention, if that makes sense. And they're making, I'm talking about, it's a lucrative business, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I was just talking to the young Jake, and I could hear the desperation, I could hear the pain in his voice, man. He was asking me, he said, man, like, he was asking me about women in my age range, which, I mean, you know, we weren't too far from each other. You know, I was like 7 years older than him, but I mean, that's a big gap in this day and age. But he was asking me about that, and I'm like, man, bro, it's way different, man. It is way different. And it's like, man, growing up in Babylon the Great right now, and like, especially like, you know, especially being a teenager, I can't even imagine that. But like, you know, being a you know, a somewhat older man, past your teens, like 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, man, it's hard. It's hard out here, man. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. That was it. Just, you know, yeah, that's it, man. Hey, I'm gonna say Call Halal, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushua Bahashem, Rechah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well. And peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. Shalom.